Hello everyone, Matt from Model Minutes here and welcome back to the workbench and the second part of the Dodge Charger in 1/8 scale from Fanhome. In the last episode you'll remember that I built one of the main wheels, steering wheel and a few other bits and pieces, including elements of the engine. So join me in this one as I look at the next couple of issues and see what we've got to build. Before I get into the video, a quick mention that I have indeed received this model kit free of charge for the purpose of review. However, I have not been paid to say anything and all opinions remain my own. But without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first things we've got here are the magazines, episode 3 and 4. Just like in the previous video, we're met with loads of interesting information about the real Dodge Charger and its use in films. I'm not going to dwell too long on these, I'm just going to highlight what I'm going to be building today. So in issue 3 we've got this, the front grille and headlamps to build. And then in issue 4 we've got some more information about the film, and there we go, the front left brake and suspension. So we've got quite a lot of nice parts there. Issue 3 is this big old box, this big old tray with lots of different parts in it. Again, exactly like the last issue where they are already painted and very nicely detailed. And issue 4, a bit smaller this time, but still quite a few number of parts, especially there's quite a lot of screws and things in there. Again, pre-painted and coloured, which is nice to see. Before I get too deep into this, I just want to say that you'll remember from the last video that the screwdriver that I originally had was no good. I had to go out and replace it with this. And the reason why I can afford to buy new tools is thanks to my patrons over on Patreon and channel members here on YouTube. So a massive thank you to these guys on screen. And if you'd like to get involved, take a look at the links in the description to find out how you can do so. Anyway, so I have been out and bought a Deyard Precision Multifunction Screwdriver set, which comes with 115 pieces. That's a lot of stuff. So let's just take a quick look in here. If you are into tools, then this is for you. So here's the main screwdriver part, and it is extendable, I'm pretty sure. There you go, so you can make it longer. You can use a bendy bit as well for getting to those hard to reach places. We've got some tweezers, some plastic tools, even a suction cup for some reason. But this is the bit I'll need today. And then we've got loads of screwdriver bits on the other side. And if you have anything that needs fixing, this is the thing that you're going to want. I haven't had this many screwdriver bits. I mean, they're all quite small ones. But like for this build, I'll need some small crosshead or Phillips ones, which are about here. These small ones over here, but they're a much higher quality than the one that came originally. Just magnetic, just slots in easy. There's even a magnetizing block here, so you can magnetize your heads if you need to, and a few other bits and pieces as well. So yeah, a very nice looking screwdriver with lots of bits and pieces, and if you'd like to get one, I'll put a link down in the description. So if there's one thing to say about this company, it's that they package these things very well. It's this plastic bit here. This is the front grille support, and we have to work on the inner side, which is here. This is just plastic. It is this part first, which is 3C. That goes in there. Then it's a lens, which is 3D. There's little mounting holes there, little mounting grooves. You just slot, oh, click. If you don't put it in the right, oh no, yeah, there's only one way to put it in. The holes are molded off center, so you can't get it wrong objectively. And then this part goes on the top, which is your back plate. And then we need some screws, which are these tiny little ones here. Well, this screwdriver is considerably better than the last one. Much more comfortable to hold as well. You don't want to over tighten these screws though, you just want to do it tight enough so that nothing's going to move. Alright, that's done. Other side. Next one is this bit in the top there, and that needs some screws put through the back. Different screws this time. Probably going to lose some of these screws, but they usually give you an extra one. Now we need the actual grill. We can see that there is a little mounting point here for the actual RT emblem. No, that's definitely the wrong way around. It has to go that. Oh, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Push that through there. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Like that. This goes on the top. That at the bottom, like that. Oh, that's pretty cool, isn't it? And then we need to put some screws in. With that now all screwed in, it's time to move on to adding the indicator lights. So I've already done that one there, and this is quite a simple step. We simply get that one, like that. Stick that in there. Then the lamp, that goes in. And then this retainer plate. You need to make sure it goes with the grooves on top of that. Oh, that's the one we're on. There we go. The grooves go on top of there, sits flush. And now I need to screw into those mounting points. I haven't come across anything that's needed gluing yet. Everything's either clipped together or been screwed together. We're coming towards the end, actually, of this issue. We have used all of the parts so far, apart from some screws. So the final step on issue 3 is to add this to this. Add these two parts together. How do we do that? Well, we get it with the groove on this side, and we line it up with the holes there. You see those holes there? They need to line up, and we've got some more screws, slightly different ones. It's quite handy having the magnetic part of this screwdriver. And that is, in essence, part 3 done. You can see the lamps in behind there. I'm led to believe that these will have actual like LEDs in come the end of this build. Need to obviously polish this chrome plastic part up, but yeah, so that's issue 3 complete. And with that, let's start on issue 4. So again, let's get these out of the tray. And there we are. All out of the tray. Possibly the hardest thing in this build is getting them out of the packaging. Right, episode 4. Front left brake and suspension. We need the brake discs. So we take this disc here and add it to the... Oh, that's got quite nice detail on it there. That goes like that. And you see there's holes which line up with those lugs by the looks of it. Click connect, there we go, click. And then after that we need to put the wheel hub in. So that, I think, just drops in. Ah, there could be a perfectly good reason for this, and I haven't looked at the instructions and I'm putting it in the wrong side. Take that one out, come on. It goes this way around, of course. This is the thing I'm learning about this, is if it doesn't fit, it's because you're doing it wrong. It goes on like that. And the screws come in from this side. There we go, fantastic. We figured it out in the end. So that's what it should look like. And then next, the axle spindle goes into the hole in the middle of the brake caliper base plate. So we go, that bit goes like that. Now these are made of metal, I'm pretty sure. So insert this into this. Oh, look at that, snug fit. Which is this bit here, and that's got some writing on it as well, Willwood. There you go, take a look at that. Pre-painted, that's a metal part again. And that screws onto there. That does look quite convincing, doesn't it? Fantastic. So the next step is to attach the shock absorber cylinder to the inside of the upper spring mount. And I need one of these little screws. It's got a sort of built-in washer. Tight as it's going to go. Maybe it's supposed to be loose. They go like that. Which way do I screw from? Screw from the outside. It's supposed to be loose like that. Maybe. So we stick this bit on like that. Cool. That goes in there, like that, so I need another FM. And then with that bit now in there, it took a little while to get that in there, it's time to put this, apparently it's a suspension arm. That goes in a little slot there. It's difficult because it's just trying to get everything lined up perfectly. Just as well I got a new screwdriver because the other one would never have handled this. And then the knuckle arm goes on there, apparently. Which means I need to go that way round, and then I need to use one of these screws with a little washer. Make sure it doesn't come off. There we go. It's probably supposed to move. It's all probably supposed to move a little bit. We're not far off now, only a couple more steps. Completed. Suspension and brake parts go together. I'll get one in and then I won't tighten it all the way up, I'll just get the other one in afterwards. Get them lined up. I really hope I put some of these on the right way around. Yeah, that has to move, because if it doesn't move you won't be able to get your screws in, because it'll be blocking it. Little moulded locating points there, so that you do get it in the right place. And that's it. Fantastic. What's next? That way up, goes through there. I need more hands. And then into that one. Whew, okay, bear with. Now I'm thinking to myself, I really hope there aren't any more difficult steps, you know, really fiddly steps like this. But I realise now that's a stupid thought, because there's going to be 3 more of these to do, isn't there? It's got a bit of movement there. I think it's supposed to have movement. Oh well, I can fix that if it hasn't later. Cool, so that's that bit done, and now we need something from the last episode, which is the wheel. So I've taken that off, don't need that on there right now. So this needs to go into there. Has it got an orientation? I think I might have misplaced a bit that goes in there. If I find it, I'll have to stick it in, but apparently there's some sort of washer that goes before the screw, which I might have misplaced somewhere, because it's been ages. But it might be alright, might get away with it. If I find it, I'll take it apart and I'll add it off screen. Anyway, so put that back on the top. There we go, and we now have our assembled wheel for the most part. You did get a spring included in this one, so make sure you hold on to that and don't lose it like I just did with that bit there. Cool, so what did we have by the end of it? We have loads of screws left over, which I'll be sure to keep. So we have the completed grille at the front with the headlamps, and one of the wheel assemblies, which looks alright, doesn't it? It looks really quite nice. So far I'm not really having any major issues. It's mostly just really fiddly. I'm glad I got a new screwdriver, because that's really helping out. Nothing's needed to be glued in. I haven't broken anything. The only thing I'm worried about is maybe I have lost that piece there. I might need to like make a little washer or something to fit in on the wheel. But other than that, lesson learned, keep everything. Keep everything you get, because you might need it later on. So far though, it's going quite well. I'm glad I only get this like, you know, once a month, because it's a lot, it's quite fiddly. I feel like I need a break afterwards. But generally, I'm quite impressed with how it's going. If you're new here and you'd like to see more of this series, please make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any future episodes. And check out the links in the description for how you can get your hands on one of these kits, along with my social media accounts. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of my build so far, and do you think you'd be tempted to get one of these for yourself? Anyway, all that's left to say is a massive thank you to you for watching this one, and I will see you on the workbench again next time.